So what kind of we can talk about this a little bit if you want to. What are some of the things you see with trends right now in the comic book industry, or trends even in the writing industry if you're reading novels or whatever, that you like, dislike? Like, what are your thoughts on some of that stuff?
So lately, I have been seeing a discussion of people saying that they think the Chosen One is kind of outdated and outplayed. And honestly, they have a point that there have been like a lot of Chosen One stories that kind of repeat like the same narrative of sort of like the 5 act structure. If I'm getting that right, it's like they all go on the same journey in the exact same way. But I honestly think that like being the chosen one isn't really that bad. It's just the way that they deal with being the chosen one needs to evolve or be explored more. And ironically, that's something that I tried to do in Pendragon.
Yeah. It's kind of like the difference between a stereotype and an archetype.
Yeah.
Like, a stereotype is you're taking something and you're applying, like, this is, the generalization of what that should be, as opposed to an archetype is more like, the hero journey is kind of the hero journey. Like, you can put some twists and you can maybe change it a little, but for the most part, they kind of have to have the same types of realizations to be the hero.
True.
Otherwise, they're not. They're some other part of the character. But within that, though, there's a lot of freedom to, like, they can come to those realizations or come to those plot points in a lot of different ways.
Okay. Yeah. Like for instance, let's see, Conan. I'm not well versed with him, but I'm just gonna be talking specifically about the movie version. Like he would be considered like a hero, but the way that he goes about it and the way that he actually rose up to become that hero is vastly different from, like, let's say someone like Luke Skywalker or I don't know, Frodo Baggins.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's pretty interesting that you can still follow some of those tropes, yet lead to somewhere entirely different.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where I would, like, draw the distinction, because whereas, like, a stereotype is like, there is no distinction. Like, a stereotype is a stereotype, whereas an archetype, like the hero journey, again, like we were saying, is you could have multiple kinds of heroes. They're all basically on the same type of storyline, but how they get there is can vary a lot.